Hello and welcome to another episode of Can't Afford Therapy. This is episode 3. Tune in. I'm actually so impressed that I've made it to episode 3, even though there have been large gaps in between. I'm trying to, minimize the gaps, but I'm still here. Hello. I kind of had a little bit of a break because I was fasting and I literally did not want to talk. Like during those hours of fasting, ask anyone. I was silent. I didn't really have the energy to converse with anybody. So I had an excuse, okay? Leave me alone. Got my coffee. Ooh, look at that. Look at that beauty. Oh, that just literally hits the spot. I hope all is well with everyone watching. Not much has really been happening on my side, really. It's just been quite a quiet, reflective time. I've also started my vlog series, which I'm calling the Almost 30 Diaries. And I started vlogging on my birthday, and I've been trying to vlog every day, but obviously that's not, feasible every day. Sometimes you just want to be in bed and doom scroll, which I also am minimizing. I'm an iPad girly now. I know. It's been so long, but before, like when I was a student, I was a MacBook girly. And I remember that day when I think it was in 2017 or something, I went and purchased my first MacBook, like my own MacBook, because I was using my mum's before. And I was like, you know what? I've worked, I've saved, I'm going to buy myself a MacBook. So I got like the newer, slimmer Pro, and it was in space grey as well. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like I'm that girl. Like I'm literally that girl. Yeah, sadly last year. So bearing in mind, I had that MacBook since 2017. I was on my bed with my MacBook. I had a bottle of Kirkland water. Do you remember Kirkland bottles from Costco? They literally had the spin top bottle cap, right? And because of this whole sustainability thing, they decided to make them the flip cap. So you just flip it open and click it shut. Those are not the best, especially when you've got a flimsy Kirkland bottle. The actual bottle is very flimsy, mate. Just want to add. I closed the cap thinking it's closed, got up, and obviously I'm on my bed, so it's not a flat surface. I've got off my bed, and in getting up, the bottle has dropped. I'm just there thinking, whatever, the bottle's dropped, whatever. I'm just going downstairs to make a cup of tea or whatever I was doing. Came back upstairs, kaput. The bottle had dropped on my bed, but it was open. There was a tiny little gap in the bottle. And it ended up spilling all over my duvet, and my MacBook was on my bed, and the bottom of the MacBook was just swimming in water. So took it to Apple the next day. They were like, it's done for, basically. You have to either buy a new MacBook or pay £800 for a new motherboard. So that MacBook has been under my bed for ages. While I was off from work last week, I decided to completely rearrange my room. So like move all the furniture around just for a little bit of a fresh start. We're coming into spring equinox, I was like, I want a little bit of fresh energy. So while I was doing that, I found the MacBook. Now this is like, 8 months down the line. I decided, let me take it back to Apple and see if they say anything different. Took it to Apple. The guy tried really hard to like do a full start and all this stuff. And then he was like, it's not turning on. It would have turned on by now. I've done everything. Then he checked for how much I'd get it for, like for parts. He was like, well, because it's an old MacBook, you wouldn't get anything for it anyway, even if it wasn't broken. So the best thing to do would be to recycle it. So that's what I did. Just wanted to get rid of it. By I loved you, babe, but I'm an iPad girly now. My birthday present to myself was an iPad, because I do quite a lot of editing, I've realised, on my TikTok especially. And I thought, you know what? I do everything on my phone, and my phone's not even a Max. My phone is a standard iPhone. So it's a small screen when you think about it. Like being hunched over, looking at screen, like straining my eyes. It's not the best, babe. Upgrade my life a little bit. And yeah, that was a really long story. But while I was telling you that story, I was talking about my room. So I redid my room. Well, I rearranged my room furniture. So I feel like as a child, I've always done this, like rearrange something in my room, whether it's a bedside table, whether it's a box, whether it's a chest of drawers. Like I've always rearranged my room, like every now and then when I feel like I'm getting to a point where I don't feel motivated, I don't feel inspired, I don't feel excited in the morning. I don't know, that's the best way to put it. But I was getting to that point, like, you know what, when I wake up in the morning, I don't feel like rejuvenated. Even if I've had like 8 hours of sleep, when I wake up and see my room, I'm just like, oh God, like it's just cluttered. And obviously first world problems and that, but yeah, that's what I was dealing with. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna rearrange my room, and it was the best thing I did, honestly. It's just, I feel like I've got a new lease of life in there now. Like, I could be in my room all day. My desk, which I'm at all the time, like I think I'm at my desk more than I'm in my bed, to be fair. So the desk needs to have priority over the bed. And I thought, for the first time ever, let me put my desk near the window. Best thing ever. Like, when that golden hour light comes in and I'm reading a book, or I'm editing something, or I'm browsing, it's just the best thing. Like, honestly, those little things in life, beautiful. Actually, let me have some more coffee. That lady was very generous with the amount of caramel she put in there. Beautiful. So, actually, I didn't even touch on my birthday. So the last Can't Afford Therapy episode, I spoke about nerves around turning 29. And I was also nervous about my actual birthday day. And I've always been nervous about it because I always feel like something's going to go wrong. Something's going to ruin the day. Blah, 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 blah. But this birthday was honestly one of the best birthdays ever. Like, I woke up, I felt fresh, I journaled. I went out for brunch with my family. I went to see The Devil Wears Prada, which was absolutely amazing. Loved it. Side note, this is what I want to do with my life. I want to go to more theatre shows, go to a coffee shop and buy a coffee and not feel like, oh my God, I've spent £5 on a coffee. Do you know what I mean? I want to have that disposable £5 a day. It's not much to ask for, is it? And I want to just be going to concerts and gigs and shows. That's the sort of life I love to live. Also grew up and got myself an actual credit card. Now, I had a credit card that was literally, I think I got it when I was 21. And I only had a normal, like, current account. And I was like, I need a card that allows me to spend without fees abroad. I went to my bank. They basically offered their credit card. You're eligible for £1,000 of credit, blah, blah, blah. I didn't really care about the credit aspect because I know I'm going to pay that back anyway. It's not my money. I was just happy that it was no fees abroad. So I had that since 2019. And then I went through some dark times in 2021, 2022. It was a terrible time for me, and it wasn't even my own doing. And this is the sad thing, which is a story for another day. But because of that, my credit score was severely affected. So that credit limit of £1,000 went down to 500 for a credit card. Like, what's the point? But I still kept that card anyway, just because, like, I used it for like petrol and stuff like that. My friend was telling me, babe, you need to get a normal credit card, like a credit card that reflects your spending habits, a credit card that reflects your age. My credit score has significantly improved since 2022. So I got an actual adult's credit card. So I literally glowed up. I just feel like I'm looking forward to this season of my life. I don't know what to expect, but I feel like it's going to be good. Can't believe I didn't say Eid Mubarak to everyone who celebrated. I hope you had an amazing day. I hope Ramadan was a reflective time that allowed you to build habits that you can take with you, like, beyond Ramadan. I also found it crazy that Ramadan was basically the whole of Pisces season, and obviously Pisces season is the last season of the astrological year, and I just feel like it's crazy how Ramadan allowed us to reset before the new astrological year. And that takes me on to say happy spring equinox. Woo! I'm so happy, like, literally spring has sprung. And I'm so happy about it. The sun is out, the sky is blue, the birds chirping, and the flowers are blooming. What more could we want? And also, happy Aries season to all the Aries babies. I don't really know many Aries now I'm thinking about it, but happy Aries season to you guys and happy birthday. I hope you guys have a lovely birthday season. Your time is now. Here's to new beginnings, everybody. And here's to the real new year. We love it. Today, I'm just going to be a homebody. I've got a lot of life admin to do. I'm going to Rome in like 2 days. What? I haven't packed anything. And I was actually in the shops yesterday looking for something that was giving continental and couldn't find anything. The shops are absolutely abysmal at the moment. Like, you'd think it would be more spring. Why am I seeing autumn colours? We're in spring, babe. Switch it up. But yeah, that's all for today. You'll see me again very soon because now I'm back to normal. I'm able to talk during the day. I have energy past 12 p.m. So, last thing. I am so pale. When I came back from Mexico in January, I was gorgeously sun-kissed. And it's been 2 months now, which is crazy. What the hell? But it's been 2 months and, mate, the paleness has returned. I was doing my makeup today and the same shade that I was using in Mexico, which is actually a few shades darker than my natural skin tone, was like way off. My neck and my face weren't friends this morning. So, boy, I might have to go to a sunbed or something so that I could be sun-kissed, because I know I ain't gonna get no sun-kissed here. Even though the sun is shining, it's not gonna give like Mexico gave. Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go now, for real. I'm going for real. Have a lovely day, afternoon, night, whenever you're watching this. Comment a tulip for spring, something. Do you know what I mean? To let me know that you're here. I'm gonna love you and leave you. And yeah, see you in the next one. Ciao!